Here's a general overview of our brand new Local Biz Pro WordPress theme. I'm going to give you a quick tour of each of the six theme variations. You'll also see some of the different colors along the way. There are 6 colors of each, so 6 theme variations times 6 colors equals 36 variations, and that is way before we get to all of the other different layout options that you have to choose from. Truthfully, you can create several hundred different looks with a click of a button with our theme without having to do any coding whatsoever. You're looking at the original Local Biz Pro theme here. This is the original style. The background behind the slider has kind of a light to dark fade, kind of granular or grainy, almost like granite. This is the original slider border here, the graphic that you're looking at. I have the circle arrows turned on this particular slider. Also, the slider circles down here in the bottom are turned on. Let's see if well, in the very top, showing a logo, a tagline, and then there's a custom header widget area over here. This is a custom widget that we've created, but you can put anything you want in the header widget area, and you'll see that as I do this demonstration. If I scroll down a little bit lower, you see the 3 featured boxes, which are optional. Our custom social icon widget that you can use to show whatever icons you would like. Currently, right-sided sidebar, content on the left. Our custom Aweber widget. This is really cool. Help you create a really nice Aweber form, colored and styled differently without having to do any coding. Our testimonial or customer review slider here in the bottom. Again, this is optional as well. And our footer area, and we'll get into this in probably a subsequent video where I show you a little bit more about the widgeted areas. Anyway, so this is kind of the default layout. We'll go over to version number 2, which is here, and you'll notice, of course, that we've switched to a green color. But in addition to the green, it's also a different styled background, kind of some different highlights. You'll also notice that we've changed the color of the heading text, which is easily done in the back end. You'll see that the sidebar is now on the left with content on the right, easily done with our theme. And the slider, testimonial slider, is still on, but you can see it's a different color. There's 3 different colors to choose from, and the circles are on, and I didn't make any changes in the footer area. Next, style 3. Of course, this is in the red fire color. It is again a different, albeit probably pretty minor, but there is a difference in the styling here too. You'll notice that we've used a different slider border. We've provided you 7 different slider border graphics. Just tick a button and choose which one you'd like. This is the black with the outside shadow. And I'm using different circles, and you'll notice that we have the arrows on this particular installation turned off. You can choose to show them, not show them, show both. It's all completely up to you. Going back, content on the left, sidebar on the right, different color for the Aweber widget, different styling than the last for the testimonial slider. And here's something I wanted to point out. Our footer area does show a graphic by default, but it is also, you're able to control it completely by colors. So if you want a different color scheme, or if your client requests a different color scheme, you can very easily update this without having to do any graphics or any coding. We've made this theme as easy and as flexible as is possible. Next, moving over to style 4. I really like this one. It's almost kind of like got a raindrop effect. This is in the tropical teal color. You notice over here that I've gotten rid of the content that was in the header widget, and I've replaced it with the custom social icons widget content that we've created for you. Again, you can put anything in this area that you'd like. It doesn't have to be icons, and it doesn't have to be business information. This one I've got sidebars completely turned off, so there's no sidebar at all on the home page this time. I've turned off the featured boxes. You'll notice that those are gone. I've also turned off the testimonial slider, and again, all of this is just point and click simple. Next, style 5. Kind of like a brick pattern, and this is the monochrome color scheme. Up here in the top, you'll notice that we've gotten rid of the logo and the tagline and the header widget content, and we've replaced it with a full width header. It should say full width header, not full size, because it can be taller than this. It's dynamic. But a full-sized 960 pixel wide header image is currently being used. And yes, you can link it quite easily to anything you'd like. So if you'd like it linked to your homepage, you can do that. If you'd like it linked to an affiliate offer, you are more than welcome to do that as well. We're using the big, one of the thick slider border versions. This is one of the dark, thick ones with the rounded, slightly rounded outside corners. In this version, you'll see we have no arrows, nor do we have any circles on either. Sidebar is on the right. We've changed the heading text color again. We're using a different colored background for the testimonial slider, and again, all of this is so easy to do, which is why you're going to love this theme. And lastly, this is style 6. It's got a diagonal striped pattern behind it. This is in the purple rain color. You'll notice up here that it doesn't have to be a full width header image. This is just a regular sized banner image that could be linked to your affiliate link or anything you'd like. That can be shown up there as well. I did turn featured boxes back on for this, and I don't think there's a whole lot of changes other than I've customized the Aweber widget to kind of match the color of the header, and pretty much everything else is pretty much the same. There are many options. Of course, I'm looking at, I didn't mention that there's a different slider border image here. Different circles are being used down here. There's 7 different border images, 2 different types of the circle, the arrows images over here, I should say, the big ones. 4 different types of circles for use on the main slider and the testimonial slider. So again, the opportunity to customize these goes further and further and further. The only option that I didn't create, just because I wanted to show you the styling of the background graphics, is getting rid of the slider altogether. So I'll show you probably in a subsequent video what it looks like if you were to get rid of that too, because you don't have to have a slider. You can truly turn off the slider, the featured boxes. You can get rid of the sidebar for the home page. You can get rid of the testimonial slider. You have so much control over the home page and the way it's laid out, the positioning of the sidebar right and left, etc. That literally you can do just about anything that you or your client wants without having to mess with any code, which was the goal. So hope you enjoy it. I know you're going to love this theme.